Controversy. Mitre, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ann-Adeva and I am black. Today, as you can guess by the title, I will be talking about some of the reasons why I would not swipe right on a dating profile. So just for some background gist, right? When I came to Germany, it was 2020. 2020, what was that? I think it was 2022, or was it 2021? I don't know, one of those years, right? And when I got here, it was like lockdown still. So it was a time of the pandemia, right? So then I like couldn't go out and meet people and all that stuff, right? And this one friend of mine suggested like, girl, just download like apps and talk to people. So then I downloaded Bumble first. The nice thing about Bumble is that it has like BFF and then it has like dating and it has like a professional side. So if you're just looking for friends, you can just literally go on there and just find your friends. But the problem was with Tinder, for example, you'd have to put in your bio like, hey, I'm only looking for friends, da 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 da. Sometimes it will get, you know, some people will still swipe right on you even though they read your bio, and they still don't just want to be friends. They want to be more than friends. They want to be cousins. Okay. So they will still swipe right on you, and then you'd have to like talk to people and then later be like, you know, I'm not really looking for that, like I'm just looking for friends. So anyways, this is where I met the people, and I'm just gonna go through the list of why I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like, oh, swipe left, Chile, because I feel like honestly I'm petty. I'm not gonna lie. Like even when I made this list, I was like, damn girl, like what does that have to do with the person's personality? What does it have to do with their character? What does it have to do with your ability to connect to the person? I just feel like, Gizo, swipe left. I'm just gonna swipe left. So the first reason, this is the biggest reason. This reason is if the person is stingy. So you don't have to be like male or female. If you're a stingy person, like if I go out with you and you're like always just trying to like not spend like a decent amount of money, and you don't have to like spend a lot. I'm not putting people under the pressure. You don't have to be a millionaire. But let's say like we go out to eat, right? And we decide, okay, we're gonna split the meal, like maybe because you're trying to save money or something like that. And then you're like, oh, I'm just gonna get a water. Like if you're stingy with yourself, like you're denying yourself things just because you want to save $1, I'm not gonna swipe left. Okay, so I will obviously unmatch then after I've swiped. But stingy people, like why are you stingy? You must spoil the babes. Let the woman breathe. Okay, let the poor breathe.
Let the poor breathe.
You be stingy, like, or if you go out with a guy and he's like he's gonna pay for the food, but then he's like, don't order expensive things. I wasn't gonna order expensive things, but how much you can say when you expensive things order? Who? Or those people that are like, oh, you already ordered one drink, so that's like €8. Don't order like another one because hi boo. Then you were already supposed to budget properly and say, you know, this is how much I'm willing to spend on the date, and then, you know. But if you're stingy, no, honey, swipe left. No to stories. Gosh. So the second one is if I'm with someone and we decide, okay, we've been talking for a while and we decide we're gonna go on a date, and then this person says like, let's go for a walk in the park as a date. Please let me off, drop me off, unsubscribe, everything. Cancel my subscription, because why are we going on a walk as a date? And this is Germany, okay? This is not like it's Namibia where you don't really take walks because you take a taxi everywhere. This is Germany, honey. We walk all the time. I'm already taking the walk to the bus stop, and then I'm taking the walk to meet up with you, and then we are still gonna walk on the date, and then I have to walk back to the bus stop and walk back to my place from the bus stop. Sorry, please. Muni Khat Fadi, don't come in. Hey. Don't come and play here. Man. Like, why? And then they always be like, you know, like on Hinge, for example, you can give like examples of what's gonna be your first date. So you can be like either like a picnic, a walk in the park. Like, why can't we even at least go for coffee? Coffee is like €3. We get to sit down in a comfortable place and talk to each other. Now, if we're going for a walk, I have to walk super fast because if you know me, I walk very slowly. So now I have to walk fast to match your pace, or you have to walk slow to match my pace. And it's too much admin. At this point, no, honey, it's just too much. It's just giving too much. And then number 3, there are those ones who just have too much drama. Like, you met with a person today and then they tell you their whole life story. And they're like, you know, I'm going through all this and I'm like, bro, I just met you yesterday. Like, we just started talking yesterday. Excuse me. And I understand everybody has trauma. Like, for example, with me now, I'm also like reluctant to share my life problems with people because I'm also like, I don't want to put the person under a lot of pressure to like consider my feelings and think about me and feel sorry for me and all those kind of things. Like, it's not anyone's job to feel that way. And I understand, yes, okay, there are people out there that want like connections like that, but how if we meet, the first thing you tell me about yourself is your problems? Skip, honey boy. Oh, it's not adding up, honey. It's not adding up. Okay, it's not adding up. It's really not adding up. And then there are the ones, number 3, who have their Instagram bio in the bio. I'm not gonna swipe right on your profile because Jay is a hoodie. A hoodie. That's what Jay is. That's what Jay is. Because why is your Instagram in your bio? Because what you are really doing is you are not swiping right on people, right? So now you put your bio, your handle in the bio so that people go DM you. They did not qualify when you were swiping right. Okay? Okay. And then number 3, they will now say, oh, I'm not on this app a lot, let's move to another app. Then you move to another app, like then they always suggest Instagram. They always suggest Instagram. Even if you are looking for friends, they'll always be like, oh, let's talk on IG, I'm more frequent there. You go on IG, that person will follow you. I don't understand even why you're following me, but anyways, they'll follow you and then you follow them back, and then you guys talk for like 3 days and then they stop talking to you. So now I followed you for what? And by the time those 3 days are over, I forgot what your handle is. Your chat is probably very far, so now I have to look for you to go and unfollow you because we're not talking anymore. Like, near. Categorically, no. Immediately, no. I've seen what I've needed to see. No, you're not gonna do that to me. I don't play about that. Like, and why is your Instagram in your bio? Like, why don't you just swipe right on the people that you feel like you vibe with? Because now I have to come DM you and be like, oh, hey, I follow your profile. I'm not very so cute. Please stop. Please just stop it. Just stop it. Okay? And these ones now. There are some people you match, you start talking, the vibes are great. Everything, yonkin to him nandi. And then boom. The person will tell you something like, you know, I still live with my ex because we broke up and now we have to live together until this time because, like, you know, we signed the contract and don't. You don't need to be on a dating app if that's what you're going through, honey. You don't. You need to sit in your house and contemplate when your next apartment, where you are gonna move next. That's what you need to be doing. You need to be on Kleine Anzeige. You need to be on WG gesucht. You need to be on Immobilien Scout. That's where you need to be. Okay? You don't need to be on the dating apps, dating people. Because number 2, let's say you find a date. Okay, you guys are gonna go on a date. Where are you gonna like go afterwards? Because I know for a fact you're not gonna book a hotel. And nobody, how do you want to meet me the first day and you want me to be in your car? Excuse me? Please stop. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful right there. Or the ones that are like, yeah, I still talk to my ex, like we're still friends. Delete. Delete. You're going to jail. Okay? Straight to jail. What the hell? No. Please don't. And then also sometimes you meet people, right? Or not meet people, but like you match someone, for example, you swipe right, and they have to swipe in order for you guys to match. I know that I'm explaining the technicalities of dating apps here, but there are actually subscribers of mine who have no idea how those things work. So I swipe right first on someone, and they have to swipe right on me in order for us to match, right? So if this person swipes right on me and we matched, and we start talk, they don't even message me first of all. That's another problem, but I'm not going to talk about that because that's going to be another video on its own. They don't even message me first. I have to message them first and be like, hey, how are you? Because now I'm also like, okay, it's been 3 days, the match is just lying there, I'm just gonna make the first move. Because some people are like scared to text first apparently, but like afterwards they are nice, or they are like more proactive. So then I text you first, and then you're acting like you're Beyonce. Like, excuse me, you didn't have to swipe right on me. Like, nobody's forcing you. Just because like you see my profile, it doesn't mean you have to swipe right on me. Because now you're acting like Beyonce, and I'm not the Michelle. Could never be me. Could never be me, honey. Could never be me. I am not the 1, nor the 2, nor the 3, honey. Okay? Like, why are you acting like Beyonce? And then they're like being all caught off. They're just replying with 1 word or 1 sentence. And they reply like after 34 hours. And they don't even say like, hey, sorry, I was busy cooking or whatever. They just like reply after 7 hours. And then they reply like everything is normal. Like, I'm not gonna go through that. And honestly, I don't expect also people to text every single day, the whole day. But like, if you decide you're gonna have a conversation with me, then sit down somewhere, be settled, text me for 10 minutes, hinta and and then you say, okay, I'm going to do my other stuff now, it was nice talking to you, bye, you know. But then now I text you and you're acting like Beyonce. Sorry, honey, we don't gotta do all that. We don't gotta do all that, ma'am. This is a McDonald's drive-through. Come down, come all the way down, okay? Yeah. And then I also don't like people that are disrespectful or they have like bad manners. So this pertains mostly to guys. Like, every time that I would match with a guy, they would be so disrespectful. Like, they would just be so disrespectful in the things that they just say, extremely out of pocket stuff, right? And they'll be so disrespectful and they have bad manners. Like, for example, if you go out on a date with this guy doesn't greet the waitress when she comes, he doesn't tip, he doesn't make conversation with her, he doesn't even like be nice to her. Like, when you guys come into the restaurant, for example, some restaurants you have to stand and wait to be seated. So when the waitress approaches you, for example, and she's like, hey, how are you guys? What can I do for you tonight? You know, he's not even gonna be like, hey, how are you? You know, we're 2 and we're looking for a table. We don't have a reservation. He's just gonna be like, Tisch für 2 bitte. And I'm like, where are your manners? Like, Ugupi, where are your manners? Am I manners? Ugupi, where are they, honey? Where are they? Because you need to be, you know, like, manierlijk. Say hello to the person. They're helping you with something. They said hello to you too, you know? And then they're just being like rude the whole time. And then I remember one time this guy was like, he was like, yeah, let's go for a walk. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna go on a walk for a first date. That's not a date. And then he was like, oh, do we need to roll out the red carpet for you? I said, oh, you bastard. You bastard. The audacity. I unmatched. And I was just like, block what? Block.
في حاجة اسمها بلوك، عارفاها؟ بلوك على الفيسبوك، بلوك على الواتساب، بلوك تليفونات، بلوك انستجرام، بلوك عارفة بلوك.
I'll just block you. If you stress me, I will block you. Huh? If you stress me, I will block you. I don't have time. I'm just gonna block you. I'm not gonna deal with any stress. But if you don't have manners, guys, like, it doesn't sit right in my soul, because I just feel like you're only being nice to me now because you want something from me. And I want someone who's nice to everybody everywhere we go. Like, doesn't matter what they are, who they are, how much money they have, or, you know, anything like that. No. And then there's certain things, like appearance wise, that just make me like not swipe right. So the first thing, this is a funny story, but like, I don't know, I feel bad, but I'm just gonna tell you anyways. So there was this guy, when I went out with my friends, right? It was me and Rose, I think me, Rose, and Kanye and Angelina. We went out for the, like, to club, right? And it was so nice. We had so much fun. We were dancing with so many people. And then at some point I was dancing with this one guy, and it was so nice. Like, and he knew all the songs, and we were singing together and dancing, and you know, it was a vibe. And then he was like, oh, give me your number. And I gave him my number because I was like, it's a look talk at this vanilla with a little bit of cinnamon in there. A little spicy. So I gave him my number, and then he texted me the next day, and we were talking the whole day, and he was telling me, yeah, I live here and I have this and this and this and this, you know. And then I told my friend, oh, the guy from like last night texted me. I actually told Angelina, I have to say her name because once you like meet her and see her personality, you'll understand why it's so important that you know who it was that said this. So then I told Angelina, I was like, yeah, the guy from last night texted me, and we're talking, you know, today. Like, it's so cute. Because he was like also saying, you know, we should go out to eat. And you know, and I was like, oh, nice. You know, he's approaching me. We are going to go out to eat. We're not going for a walk. We are going to do real adult stuff. Angelina just said, oh, is it the one with the small ears? I was like, Angelina. I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, what do you mean the guy with the small ears? And then she's like, yeah, it's the guy with the small ears from last night. So then I went on his WhatsApp profile picture. I had to literally zoom. Like, I had to be like... So I zoomed in the picture, and then I saw like he had like... His ears were like half the size of my ears. So just imagine already, I have small ears, and then I'm still talking to someone with like half the size of my ears, and they were like protruding outwards. And honestly, when I made that observation, I blocked him. I just blocked him. And I know it looks bad, okay, but I couldn't get past it. I was like, I just can't get past the fact that you have small ears. Like, what does that mean? Why are your ears so small? So I was like, no, I'm just gonna... I just blocked him, and then he was like calling me and stuff, and I was just not picking up. And then he called me from someone else's number because he realized that I blocked him. And then I was just like, sorry, I'm not interested. And then he was like, but why did you give me your number and we've been talking the whole day? Like, it just doesn't add up. I was like, sorry, I was drunk and I don't feel it anymore. And then I blocked that number as well. But honestly... But really, like, you guys should have seen it. It was just looking very awkward. It's like a full-grown man with this like ears the size of a child. It was just funny. I was just like, nah, I don't think I can do this. I'm not equipped for this. I'm not equipped for this at all. And another reason why I would like swipe left, right? This one is a bit more like on a serious note. If you don't know, like here in Europe, there are a lot of men and women that have like fetishes for black people. So sometimes you'll also meet a friend, it can also be a girl, who predominantly makes friends with black people. So they like, because you know, they want to like be closer to black culture, they want to, you know, so, and they'll be like, oh, I listen to Afrobeats, and girl. Anyways, so sometimes you'll come across those people, and it's very scary when you meet these people because most of them don't have like the shame. Like really scam me. They are very straightforward with their fetishization of black people. Like you would find guys that would literally tell you like, you know, you're the first African girl that I'm talking to, or they would be like, I like African girls, like I feel like they're the most prettiest, or like they're the best girls. I even had like this one guy who said like, oh, I love African girls, and I was like, why? Then it's like, no, because African girls are nicer than white girls. Then I was like, no, that's not really true, because I'm rude as fuck, like the fuck. And then I was like, but what do you mean? Because there are also white women that are very nice. Like, I'm understanding, sir, it's not adding up really. Oh, the maths is not mathing. And then he was like, he just unmatched me after I was like, I don't understand what you mean by that, like please elaborate, justify, show you're working. 10 marks, honey. Don't just leave me there with a weird ass explanation. Like, tell me the truth. Why did you just decide that you're gonna, you know? So yeah. And another thing also is like some guys, like you'll have, for example, in your bio, like on Bumble, you can choose like what kind of social movements you support. So maybe you put like Black Lives Matter. So VAR, you will meet a guy that will like match with you to start a debate about this Black Lives Matter movement. Like, to be like, I believe that all lives matter, and I just feel like the fact that you put Black Lives Matter just brings more separation than like unity, because now we're starting to see race, and race doesn't really exist. It's a made-up concept. Hold on, Shoni. These people that don't have shame, my dear, they will really DM you that stuff. And then, like, I remember this one person, we were like talking for a while, right? And then we met up a few times. It was really well. Until one day he said, no, he believes that all lives matter. And I was like, how does that really make sense? And he was like, and then I was like, okay, so imagine you're a black man driving on the road, and then you just get pulled over by police, and then they assume you have a weapon, boom, you're dead. And then he was like, yeah, but you can just like get out and explain to the police officers that you don't have a weapon and whatever. And I'm like, but how am I gonna explain if they kill me before I can explain it? Like, make that make sense. Just make that make sense. And then he was like, oh, I see now where you're coming from. But like, I'm just like, there's no but, babes. There's no but. And then also, to top it off, the cherry on the cake was the fact that this guy was Turkish. So now I'm like, you're Turkish, you experience racism also here in Germany from German people, because some German people are like racist to everybody that's not German. So you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know that you get treated differently. He even said it like on the first date, that like when he was in high school, people used to call him like this racial slur for Turkish people. And I'm like, if you experience that and you're saying it triggers you, how is it that you don't understand the plight of black people? Bruh. Anyways, before I get into all the isms and systemic oppressions, let me just cut the story short. But I don't like guys like that. I don't like guys that are oblivious to or even women as well. Even if you have in your profile like not political. What do you mean you're not political? How can you be non-political in the world that we live in? Equations, it's not making sense. They still are. There's a remainder. It's not, we didn't find all the values for everything. It's not making sense. How can you be apolitical in the society that we have today? With everything that's going on in the world, you are really apolitical. It just doesn't make sense. I'm sorry, Lala. I can't believe that. You can't be apolitical. You have to be somewhere. Even if you feel like, okay, you're not gonna prescribe to any kind of indoctrination or whatever, or ideology, but you have to have some core values politically that you believe are right. And especially for like Western people, those ones who say they are apolitical, I don't understand how you can get there. Like, this whole world, like this whole continent functions on democracy. So like, I don't understand how you can make the conclusion that you are apolitical. Like, the fact that you are born is because of democracy and because of a social system that allowed you to have like your mom to have medical care that African people don't have, that Asian people don't have, some Asian people, some African people. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyways, let's conclude with why I would swipe right. Honestly, I would swipe right on someone based on, number one, their physical appearance. For me, it's a very important thing. And I know looks are not everything, but they kind of are. Okay, my mom even used to say like, don't just be dating any guy, think about your kids. Okay, think about your kids. Do you want your kids to look like this person? No. Because why? You don't want that, right? For me, for example, it's very important that my partner is, number one, black, and my friends black. And if they are not black, then they have to be like Indian, Asian, just like from a cultural group with a cultural background, cultural mindset, and understanding of the world. I feel like it's better to have like a seasoned friend than someone that you have to teach everything. Like my friend Yashi, for example, she's Indian. She doesn't really know that much about like black culture, but she's very much aware of like everything that's happening in the world. And when I explain certain things to her, I don't find myself like over explaining, because she understands what I mean when I say like, oh, I'm the firstborn in my household, or I'm the only girl when I'm amongst my uncles, or something like that. She understands exactly what I mean. I don't have to explain to her why, as the older sibling, I become a deputy parent to my parents. You know what I'm saying? Those things. I don't want to have to teach someone about me like too much. So yeah, definitely physical appearance. the pictures that you post. Like I love it when I swipe like and I'm on the profile and the first picture is like a clear picture of your face. Like it's giving confidence, it's giving I'm happy to be here, it's giving I'm the bitch, it's giving I'm the nigga, you know, it's just giving I am him. It's giving fierce, you know. I want to come on your page and I want to see your face, and then I want to see body picture nyana, and then I want to see shirtless picture nyana, and then I want to see, you know, I wanna inspect, I wanna be, you know, I wanna be there, I wanna be looking and peeping and looking. That's what I want. And also I look at like just things that you talk about yourself. Obviously sense of humor, I try to make that up from the profile. And like, are you someone that's easy to talk to, or are you like a bit more serious or like withheld and reserved? I don't really have time for that. I used to when I was younger. I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna like take the time for this person to get to know me. No. I also don't like people that like don't make plans. I love it when a person makes plans. Like let's say you message this person, you guys met, you start talking for a while. Like when I met my boyfriend, oh my gosh, it was like just so we texted and then we stopped talking for a while. As I told you guys, go watch the video. And then when we started talking again, immediately that first day he was like, let's go here. You know, he made plans, let's see each other. I don't like to be just texting the whole day. I'm a busy lady. I'm very busy. I'm very busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm occupado. I'm busy. I don't have time to be texting. I'm not a secretary, babes. In a life, honey. In a life. Okay? I have to work out. I have to cook. I have to clean. I have to do my hair. I have to do my nails. I have to go to work. I have to study. I have a lot of things to do. I don't have time to be texting on the phone the whole day. So either we're gonna meet up or not. Okay? I like it when the person makes plans to meet up and when they like remember things about me. Like when I tell them something about me and then we go somewhere and then they remember. Like when I tell you that I don't like this kind of water and we go somewhere and you're like, oh no, can I get the other one because she doesn't like water, like this type of water. You know? That stuff, oh, straight to my feels. In my heart, makes it warm, fuzzy. I want to be around you all the time. Yeah. I think that's all. Like, why would you swipe right on someone? I'm not really like super picky, honestly. It's just gotta be a little bit of everything, I feel like, because I feel like I'm all around. I have a lot going for me, so I want to also swipe someone that has a lot going for them in their own way. It doesn't have to be in my way. Like, you don't have to be like in university and stuff, but you can be like an entrepreneur, or you can have a job and you're like elevating the ladder, or you know what I'm saying. Like, you just have to do your dang, tell her what you must. Like, just be up there. Be up there. Yeah. Upper winter vibes. With that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I dropped so many gems and bars and lines. Let me know why you would swipe left on someone and why would you swipe right, and which apps have you used already, so I can see what the girls are doing on there. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe. Bly veilig, raak wijs, pas je op. Ciao!